Good morning YouTube, the Lofty Biker here. I've took a ride up to Saltash to JDracing. Got a few bikes to ride today, but I'm looking forward to riding this one. I'm taking out the KTM 890 Adventure. This should be interesting. Let's get me helmet on, I'll see you in a minute. Okay YouTube, it's the Lofty Biker here. Different kettle of fish, same breed. So here we go. This is the 890 Adventurer. It's a bit taller, a bit more substantial, got a few more bits on it. Having a few problems with my big feet and the gear lever. There's quite a big space between the gear lever and the bike. It probably could do with dropping down one tooth. Just get around this island without getting killed. No, I don't like that gear lever at all. First impression, that's not set right at all. So here we go. Never even looked, did she? Never even looked. I'm really struggling with the gear lever. Sorry about this, folks. Right. I'll get used to it. So we've got a bigger dash. As you can see, it's a bigger dash all round. I'd say at least an inch bigger. It's got slightly more information on it, but more or less the same. We're running in street ride at the moment. ABS is on road, and the MTC, which is some sort of traction control, I presume, is set to on. We're in third gear doing 30, about 2,600 revs. The clock says it's 11:36, I couldn't tell you, and it's 15 degrees, how about that? This one has got a cruise control. The switchgear looks more or less, the same. What I would say is the tune on this is very different to the Duke. Whereas the Duke felt very snappy, very sharp, very instant, very aggressive. This does feel far more relaxed. We've got a USB or something in the middle there, a powerlet socket. So let's just have a look at what we've got. Ride mode. So your ride modes are street, rain, off-road, or rally. How about that? Never raced or rallied. I'm going to leave it in street, because that looks the more road variants of them. The engine feels slightly more vibier in this model. Right, see if we can get a few overtakes in a sec. The mirrors are slightly higher, they feel better for me. We've got this KTM hard seat. It is hard, proper hard. Yeah, we're going to get a little overtake in here. Let's have a go. Yeah, up to national speeds quite quickly. I believe this has got the tech pack on too. Slow down for the island. Here we go. See if we get another overtaking. Yeah, I'm gradually getting used to the gear lever. Here we go, I'll do one. And then I'll do the other one. Here we go. Yeah, that's very, very nice, very refined. Quite a nice, comfortable position to be. Very tall, commanding the road. So I feel the steering is very, very more relaxed compared with the Duke. The auto blipper works well, the quick shifter works well. Let's try the cruise control, shall we? Pull back and hold, I think. Oh, you have to switch it on first. Right, so it's slightly different. Here is the switch. You push your thumb to bring it towards you, which activates the icon. Then you just pull back to set. It goes green, and there we are. We're holding 52 mile an hour in 5th gear. I'll just up the speed. Very nice. So you either throttle off or change gear, and it disengages the cruise. I'm getting quite a lot of wind noise off the screen. Yeah, it needs to be 4 inches higher for me. I shall leave the cruise activated, I always do. So there's nobody about. Let's just slow down a bit. Ready, 4th gear, 45, back brake. I can feel the ABS kicking in big time. So 3rd gear, 4th gear, 45, nobody about, front brakes. Quite a bit of dive, but not bad. Not bad. If you apply them gently, you don't get the dive. Handles well out the islands, into the 30. Put the cruise control on. 3rd gear, 28 mile an hour. There's your cruise. Yeah, I like this bike. It's amazing how 2 bikes with a very, very similar engine can feel so different. Unbelievable, really. Yeah, cruise control works well, doesn't it? It's holding 30 mile an hour, nice, really steady. I'm just going to drop it down into 2nd, and I'm going to 3rd, now roll on. Oh yes. It's got that laziness about it that the Duke hasn't got, but when you give it a bit of beans, it comes to life very, very quickly. Here's the golf club. We'll stop there on the way back and I'll have a walk round, but being there's nobody about, I'm going to go round the island. Here we go. How about that? I've got this well banked over. Nearly got my knee down. Quite impressive that, isn't it? Here we go. Up to National straight away. Got a little old lorry in front of us. This is a fairly steep incline. I'm going to wait till the junction clears. Mirror, we're clear. Okay, can you see Kittel in the distance? Reading due north to Carrington and the very beautiful Kittel. Cruise control so easy to use. Another KTM. Haha, they're everywhere. Here we go, overtake. So when they say ready to race, they're not really joking, you know, at KTM. I can remember the old 990 GTs, the V-twins. This is a much nicer engine. In general, I think they've got the engine so sweet. Yeah, 900 parallel twin. Goes like stink. Here we are at Callington. I'll do a U-E on the island. Then we'll go a nice steady ride back down to the golf club, and I'll show you around. I feel really tall. As you know, I ride a sports tourer. This is so comfortable. What a nice bike. I must admit, I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of the paintwork and the matte black and the drabness of it. Yeah, we'll do a U-E here. See what the fueling's like. Second gear, bit of back brake. Smooth, round it goes. How about that? Ever so easy, ever so relaxed, ever so refined. Now, I'm not a big fan of the matte black, the matte titanium, the matte grey. I like bikes to be impressive. You know, when you open the garage door, you look at it and you go, wow, look at that. And I don't really think these colour schemes do that for me. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of wind. I'm not sure whether the windscreen is adjustable or not. I don't really want to mess much when I do a first ride, because really what you're looking for is that guttural feeling, that initial rush that a bike gives you when you ride it for the first time. And I've got to say there is more than enough power in this bike, more than enough. Yeah, it pulls well. There's a fair amount of vibration, I will say that, but you get that with parallel twins. I just hope the sound's okay, because I am getting quite a bit of wind noise on my head. It's very easy to follow a good line. Here I am in top gear, 60 mile an hour, cruise control's on. You literally look where you want to go, and the bike just goes there so easy. I've got to say, this is more the type of bike that I like. I would find the Duke would get a bit tiresome after a while, if you know what I mean. More of a one-trick pony. Whereas the Adventure, you could go touring on it, you can go scratching on it, ride it in the winter. You do get some protection, it's got hand guards on it. Another one with no heated grips. I can't understand how a company from one of the coldest countries in Europe, Austria, can produce a bike with no heated grips from standard. Really strange, but still. Anyway, here we are at the golf club. I'll take a right. Yeah, I've soon got used to this steering. It's your typical adventure style bike. Easy to flick about, edge to edge. I think the red line for the traction control's probably been set a bit low. Anyway, I'm going to pull up in the car park here and give you a look-see. See you in a minute. Good morning YouTube, Lofty Biker here. Look at this beauty. This is the 2022 890 Adventure. Lovely looking bike. Bit bland in grey, but not bad. Strange bags here. Saddle bags, fuel tanks. So here we go, leg over. What do you think of that? I'll leave it on the side stand so I can show you. Loads of leg room, plenty. This is really, really comfortable. It's the sort of bike that I could get on and if it didn't hurt my derriere, I could ride this for miles and miles and miles. It's so comfortable. Anyway, let's have a look at it. Let's have a walk round, see what you think. Okay, there we go. Right, what do you think? Let's have a walk round. Imposing beast, isn't it? Imposing beast indeed. I'll just get out the wind and I'll talk about it. Right, this is the 2022 KTM 890 Adventure, based on the 2020 bike. It's an 889cc liquid cooled parallel twin, tubular steel frame. This has got 103 brake horsepower at 8,000 revs and 74 foot-pounds at 6,500 revs. So it's not quite as pokey as the Duke, but it doesn't feel let down when you ride it. 20 litres of fuel, 830 seat height, 196 kilos wet. So it's under 200 kilos wet. That's fantastic, that is. On the front, we've got 43mm white power apex forks. On the rear, we've got a white power single shock. So what we're running, we've got discs. We've got 320 discs, radial calipers, KTM badged, on a 1990-21. Nice. It's a bit like the old Triumph Tiger XC, isn't it? So coming round the back, we've got a 260 single caliper, KTM badged again, running 150, 70, 18 on the rear. Not bad at all. Let's just give you a quick look at the dash, quick look-see at the dash. Ready to race. Can you see that? Quite a pleasant dash, isn't it? It's kicking in a life. It's all there. Side stand down, trip, date, odo, fuel range, time, temperature, your red line round the outside, gear indicator, speedometer. Right, let's just come and let you have a listen. It's a little bit more sedate than the Duke. Here we go. Still sounds nice though, doesn't it? Switch it off. There we go. Well, what more can you say, really? Quick shifter, everything. I must admit, these we've got chain drive, of course. Sorry, chain drive. These saddlebags, that's quite a strange looking affair, isn't it? So when you come round the front and look at it from the front, it doesn't look so bad, but it's a bit weird here. I don't know. I really don't know what to think. Got preload adjuster for the shock there. There it is. The shock's virtually flat, isn't it? There it is in the back. In general, the fit and finish is fabulous, isn't it? Right, let's get me on with time and give it a thrash back. Sun's trying to come out again. Bad bloody time. All clear. Very sure-footed. Adventure style tyres, but they feel great. Traffic about. It's a busy road, this Caddington Road. Oh, you nearly went up a boot then. So a second gear off the island. Beautiful. As I say, screens often pose more questions than they answer. Are you better off sometimes having the wind on your chest and on your head? Or are you better off having a screen to protect you? I really don't know. I know they often, being tall, I suffer from buffeting big time from screens. So one thing I've noticed, right, you have to reactivate the cruise control. It doesn't remember it. And I've also heard people say of the other bikes in KTM range, when you do things in the menu, it doesn't remember it, I believe. I've been led to believe this. So whatever you've done, if you've like switched ET grips on, or you've put it in a certain traction control or a certain mode, it sort of goes back to the default mode it was in. It's a funny one, isn't it? I've got to say, I do like this little bike. Dash is nice, isn't it? Bit of colour on it. Yeah, nice place to be. Look at the views. Dartmoor over to the left of us. Some good roads. If ever you get to Devon, you've got Dartmoor and Exmoor. Fabulous. Yeah, I feel that this bike's more suited to when you just want to chill out over the Duke. You're on the Duke, you feel like, well, they call it the scalpel, don't they? You feel like you're on it all the time. Whereas I think on this adventure bike, you can just sit back and relax, ride with the traffic, overtake when you want to, do what you want. Very, very easy to live with. Hopefully the more I get down this end of the woods, I'll get to know a few more of the roads and I'll be able to show you more sights. But it's funny when you get a demo for the day. Well, it's funny when you get a demo, they only really want you to be out for half an hour, or if you're really careful you might escape 40 minutes. They don't like it. So I would suggest, if you do ring a dealership up for a demo, go in the week. If you've got some time off, go in the week. You get that chance to spend a bit of time with the dealer, get to know them, have a bit of a chat with them, whatever, and you'll get longer on the bike. But I would say on first impressions, if you're looking to spend just under £12,000, which is quite comparable with a V-Strom, quite comparable with a Tiger 900, you know, I think this would fit the bill. Anyway, I'm waffling on. If you are in the market, a mid-size adventure bike, I think I'd come and ride this. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So if you've enjoyed the video and you'd like to see a few more, click the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave us a like. It all counts to grow the channel. I'm up to 800 subscribers. I'm ever so pleased. Thank you all for watching. Anyway, I'm going to say ta-ra now. This is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.